What's up, wrestling fans? TNA fans in particular, since this is Discuss TNA Wrestling, or whatever the hell we're called. I'm back here with the Horror King, Gary, who finally got a sound back for him. How about that, Gary? Oh, God, Gary's gone.
Oh, hello? Oh.
Gary's here, everyone. Gary's here. Welcome back, Gary, to everyone. He's, I was going to say he's been gone. No, that's just a...
Yeah, we're going to be, tonight we're reviewing the 26th episode. Yeah.
June 26th, and a bunch of news, like always. I don't know where to start. There's not much TNA wrestling news, but okay, fine. Let's do this one, because I feel like we did this one last week. A big change to the Slammiversary main event. Mike Santana was added. I don't know where that voice came from, but I'm just gonna roll with it. But I feel like we talked about this last week. I think Gary jumped the gun and said it like 5 minutes into the episode.
Yeah, I didn't even come up with a spoiler.
Because it was a weird thing. The previous. I'm sorry, no, I was going to say the previous show, but that was ahead of what we were talking about. Okay, yeah, I don't know. Maybe we're talking about spoilers. Sorry, Gary loves spoilers. I don't know what to tell you people. It won't happen again. Okay, before we get... Okay, so yeah, Santana's been added to the match with... What the fuck? Why can't I say the word Santana normally? Santana's been added to the match with Trick Williams and Joe Hendry. Fun fact, my friend here thought Trick Williams was no longer champion. That's how out of it he's been for the last 2 weeks.
I totally thought somebody had said Trick had lost to the former Noah.
Yoshiyuki Unamura. Or something like that. No offense, dude. You're just not big enough for me to know your name, and I don't really watch. Yeah, no, to be fair, he did get pinned by the person in question. It was I guess it was a non-title match.
Oh, okay.
It might have been you know what? It might have been a tag match. I'm not even sure. It doesn't matter. But the TNA question got... The TNA... Exactly, yeah, go ahead.
Oh, it just that it hurts the credibility of the world title. Kind of makes the...
Even more. Even more. I mean? Tonight, Joe Hendry is wrestling Wes Lee on NXT. And, to me, that, you know what I mean? Thank you. What's your response to that?
Well, to me, it's no different than taking Jake something and throwing him in the X division.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
But again, I feel like they're shitting on the title. We know Hendry is one of the contenders, and now what? He has to be fucking Wes Lee? I know Wes Lee is he's a mid-carder. No offense to the guy. Wesley is fucking the third rascal. What was his name? What was his name as the Rascals in TNA?
What was it?
It doesn't matter. You all know who we're talking about. The third fucking rascal.
Well, the thing is, I think at least in TNA, he was quite a bit more prominent on the roster than he is in the current NXT format. So.
Yeah, totally. Sorry, before we move on, let me just get to this before. Also, I have to remember to talk about the Vince McMahon story. That motherfucker might actually buy back WWE. Sounds totally insane, but I think it's true. So last night, I busted Booker T for the second time lying about his friendship with convicted child sex abuser, who I'm now calling the PWP, the pro wrestling pedophile, Chasyn Rance. Now, here's my quick write-up. I've been writing about him, blah, blah, blah. Throughout this time, I was confident a major writer like Sean Ross Sapp or Dave Meltzer would eventually pick up this crucial story. Rance is gearing up for another court appearance soon, facing 3 felony charges. This is coming up very soon, okay? This is what my source popped up with, who has been 100% right. If you missed it, I think I mentioned last week, TNA worker who poisoned a dude, Alex Red, literally called me out on Facebook. And you people, if you've listened to me, you know that's not a good idea. So you can check out how they're doing right now. I'm saying he still works for TNA because no one's told me different. I guarantee he doesn't anymore. I guarantee he's been fired or he will be. I mean, if not, I don't know what to say. So ready?
Yeah.
This is from my source. Why is it that Dave Meltzer and his cohort Alvarez haven't covered their confirmed buddy Chasyn Rance's 3 felony indictments? WON, Wrestling Observer Newsletter, and SRS cover every indie wrestler's DUI, SRS is Sean Ross Sapp, DUI and public drunkenness arrests that haven't even led to arraignment or indictments. isn't a much better deal. 3 felony indictments on an already convicted sex offender. Like, this is news that no one is fucking covering.
Yeah, so what you're saying is they more or less are picking and choosing who they want to pick on and who they'd rather just ignore.
Exactly. And then it was like, and then he said more about like indictments are 2 steps closer than a conviction than just an arrest. Obviously especially when people in the wrestling community have asked aloud for years whether he's breaking offender laws by teaching children, being in parks, making porn, not informing new students about his status. It's all breaking laws. Sorry, I take that back. They didn't cover Chasyn Rance's 2019 DUI, weed, and hit and run, where he left the poor victim upside down. Dave and Brian were contacted about it, meaning they were given the story and they didn't run it. Okay? Now, back to, quickly, the Wrestling Atomic dude. Alex Red, a.k.a. Alejandro Orta, from Atomic Revolutionary Wrestling, or Wrestling Atomic, or, again, I swear to God, I started this whole thing.
Or whatever the hell they feel like calling it.
I started this whole thing. My first article was like, this is why they keep changing their names. Because they're fucking trash, scum, garbage, whatever. So, sorry, I lost my son. Okay. Alex Red, and JaySin Dugan, they have a choice to make very soon. They either have to testify for their friend and founder of Wrestling Atomic, Russell Stephen Rowe, sex trafficker, rapist, child porn video maker. They have to testify for this man. There is notes. I'm reading court notes. These are court notes. Okay? The attorney called as a witness. The attorney failed to call his friend as a witness, Alejandro Orta. That's Alex Red, who had the balls to fucking call me out about something. He's in a court thing right now. Not calling JaySin Dugan, ready? This is his words, the lawyer. Not calling JaySin Dugan to testify was a deficient performance by attorney Weinstock. So now they've called them both back to testify. So now they have to testify for this absolute straight-up Dateline special of a human being. Or, if they don't testify, he's in until 2029. If they do testify, they probably have to shut down their thing again. You know what I mean?
Well, the thing is, you said you believed, or it was stated, he's a current TNA employee. Or
that's Alex Red. That's Alejandro, one of the people who is going to testify or not for the sex trafficking, rapist, child pornography guy. That's a real thing. Anyone can look it up. Russell Stephen Rowe. I swear to God, he's a fucking Dateline special. You can look it up. He's like, there's people like in one thing, they try to like shut him down, whatever. Okay, so my point is, so I kept writing, this is my story. Still not big enough story for Sapp or Meltzer? So then I found out last night, Booker T, remember the whole Booker T thing? He wasn't associated? I found out, literally on Twitter, multiple fans reached out to him in January when he was with Rance, even though he supposedly met him for the first time, I think he said, after WrestleMania this year or before WrestleMania this year. Booker warning him, Booker T, Chasyn Rance is a pedophile. You shouldn't associate with that scum. Where's my other one?
So he made abundantly aware about him having these.
It was made aware. Hey, Booker T and Larry, great to see you hanging out with a convicted pedophile rapist. Just because he got counseling don't mean shit. This was literally years ago. So this was people, fans, pointing out to Booker T. I'm sorry, okay, this was Mr. Ramon, at Mr. Ramon, January 22nd, 2025, this year. This is all on WrestleVoice.com, another of my exclusives that no one is going to run with. You know what, they might actually run with this one today because I called out fucking everyone. Alvarez, Bixispan, Raj, Satin, Pollock, Alba, Salcedo, Busted Open, SI Now. The only thing I found was Dave Bixispan. Chasyn Rance was arrested today for violating terms of his sex. Thank you. 3 months ago. The only person I could find that wrote about it. David Bixispan. I got to be honest. I think he did it because he hates Moose so much, and Moose is connected to this dude, but that's a different story. So yeah. check if anyone posts about this, because it's a fucking demon out there. A literal demon who's going to unleash a bigger demon in this Russell Steven Rowe back into the fucking community if a TNA worker testifies on his behalf. Yes, the same guy who, I'll throw in the word allegedly just to be nice, but I don't fucking have to, allegedly poisoned a fucking dog. And just to be clear, I'm only using the word allegedly because I'm becoming a more, what's the word, Gary? I'm looking for? I'm trying to become more business-like, something like that. Whatever. Another thing we found out recently, Amber Nova, former TNA star. Yeah. The number one girl of Chasyn Rance. You know who his number two girl is? Or used to be? Santana Garrett. Wasn't she also a TNA wrestler?
Yeah, she was kind of like on the. I think they gave both ladies a explosion tryout or something. I think back in the day, and I always wondered why it didn't suffice.
There you go. That's one of those things I learned. Holy shit! Every person in the fucking industry who you're like, yay, how come this person? You know what I mean? Hasn't been. Yeah. How come we talk? I swear to God, we talked about. I think we talked about these two exact people. Like before I knew anything about Amber, I was a fan. I was like, this girl's, you know what I mean? Her ass is amazing. Yeah, now I realize. Now I know that ass has been. Sorry, now I know that ass has been torn apart by literally thousands upon thousands of people.
Yeah.
Alex Red got lost recently. It seems like. You know where he got lost? True story. Do you know where he got lost? He was playing a little game with his friends. He jumped directly inside of Amber Nova's vagina. It took days for him to be removed. Okay, sorry. Yeah. Sorry, but we literally have like a porno of Amber Nova. I'm not kidding. It's basically did I show you that one? Of Amber Nova and Rance just holding each other, moaning for like 15 seconds in a fucking corner. This is on his training video section. This is not even one of his secret porn videos that you have to sign a contract to buy.
Oh, okay.
Amber Nova, if you want to, seriously, you want to see her doing a little porn show, moaning like a whore, just like we got Chelsea Green moaning like a whore in this fucking, I can't even know what to say. I'm not even going to call him anything. In Rancid's arms. I like Rancid because that's the hashtag I use whenever I talk about him. Rancid. You're all fucking rancid. Everyone who had anything to do with this. Covering up all of it. Sickening. Even fans. Even the fans of these people. Like, how are you a fan of fucking Dave Meltzer knowing he covers this up? Seriously.
Well, that's the thing. That's the reason why it's so hard to find any news when there's this that's out there and it's overshadowing it. And wrestling.
You know what the wrestling... You know what the journalists are talking about all week? CM Punk. CM Punk. That? The journalists are all talking about CM Punk all week because of Saudi Arabia, thing that. Because he's a hypocrite. He's a hypocrite. You know what he's not, Gary? A convicted pedophile.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe these people should get their shit in order. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I honestly love this spoof with John Cena's Thugonomics. So.
Oh, see, okay, you did. Okay, see, I mean, I liked it, but. Like, I don't know if you you're not with you're watching it kind of in your own bubble. No offense, but you did. I don't know if you saw Cena absolutely rip his fucking balls out the week before.
Oh, yeah, I think I did see something
like
that too.
He just laid there for I think it was 15 minutes. Punk just got his ball.
Was that through when he?
Cena just ripped his balls off. Like, table. You fucking... Like, he didn't actually say it, but it was basically like, you fucking hypocrite. You know what I mean? Like, you talked about Saudi Arabia, and I'm going to drag your ass there to wrestle. Like, just, like, destruction. So then, to me, it was like, well, that's kind of weird. Like, now he's coming back, you know what I mean? And he's doing fucking... Like, he's doing, like, the comedy thing. But whatever. Like, I know what you mean. I still... I can't complain. I mean, it's... I always like good comedy.
Just Wade Barrett, how random it was. He goes, I love this theme song.
Oh, yeah, totally. I mean, I love comedy. I mean, just, again, don't get me wrong. I feel like it was just weird timing because, like, this dude just got fucking humiliated, you know? Yeah. Like, absolutely. Not even humiliated. Just, like, he just got his balls. I never saw... I honestly kept asking people, like, what other huge star have you ever seen got their balls ripped off like that on live television? Like, that might have been like, when they signed him. Listen, this is what's gonna happen. We're gonna do this one time to you when they sign. You know what I mean? Like, listen, we're gonna fucking rip your balls off one day.
Wasn't that when he said something about like they're not gonna cut my mic? They like what I'm saying.
Oh yeah.
I don't know, just that kind of thing. Yeah, I thought that's pretty cool. Yeah, you don't see Cena do that very often.
Oh no, that was Cena fucking literally saying like. I really think that was like, I dare you to fucking cut my mic. like I won't show for the rest of these fucking shows. Like and that's how big Cena is. But whatever. I don't know. And also, maybe he's become a very good actor. I don't think people are giving him credit. He's playing an evil motherfucker, man. He also made R-Truth into a star, but nobody gives him credit for that. Whatever. TNA time. Sorry, everyone. Fun episode of Explosion today. Wait, today's Tuesday? Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, it's on Instagram. It's on Instagram, what I'm saying. Facebook. M by Elegance, the 8.5-foot tall latest member of the Elegance crew, who I feel like is totally out of place. Nothing against her at all, obviously. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No
knock on all women. It's just
also the name M.
Yeah.
Do you know what Heather's name is? You know what Heather's real wrestling name is? Heather Reckless. How awesome is that name? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
how do you change that name?
Yeah, I don't like that name.
Heather Reckless is a fantastic name. But whatever. Okay. So check that out. It's wait, did I say? Oh, sorry. Versus Harley Hudson, who hang on, what time is it right now? I found out you can say a lot. A lot more if it's like 10 minutes into the podcast. Harley Hudson, who has one of the greatest asses I've ever seen in my goddamn life. It's like a perfect circle. Good Lord. It is just amazing. So, sorry, I'm kind of stuck on Harley Hudson at the moment. Quick apology. I don't know if I ever said this out loud, but I was not really into Harley in the beginning. I was like, whoa, this girl does not fit next to the absolute smoke show that is Myla Grace. And I'm so sorry, I was wrong. That was just me being a airhead for blondes. It's happened my whole life. Your hair threw me off, and I'm sorry. I thought I was looking at a girl version of Navarro, so I guess we could put this on Navarro for having the same hair. Until recently, I think he just changed it. Didn't he just change it?
Oh, Navarro.
Didn't Casey know? Am I crazy? Did Casey go black?
He either went black or
did Casey go black? That is not what we meant by that. Once you go black, you never go back, I heard, but that's probably not for this episode. Okay.
You had mentioned early on in the podcast, Wesley. I just looked it up. His former name was Desmond Xavier.
That's it. Thank you. I would have never remembered. Yeah, I would have never thought about that again, but yeah. Thank you, Gary. And also thank you to our commenters who really showed up last week. Shit.
I left a few comments myself. Really respectful. I can't remember if somebody had a birthday recently.
Oh, yeah, that was really nice. I was just pulling it up. Hang on. Before we read that, let me just read this. This is a message I got after my final article today. Wrestle Voice, your voice is appreciated. You're an excellent researcher and writer. Thank you very much for gathering and presenting this information. I hope that if you ever decide to stop actively collecting it, as you've recently suggested you're considering, you'll save and leave it up as a resource for the wrestling customers and Florida's residents, town leaders, festival planners, and venue owners to read and reference. Everyone is entitled to full disclosure before they make decisions affecting their safety, money, careers, community, and time.
Oh, wow.
That shit almost made me cry.
What was that from?
What?
What was that from?
That was from my thing today. The rants, putting the whole rants thing together. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yep. That's cool.
Yeah, like someone actually called me like a real journalist, and I'm a blogger. I still don't call myself a journalist, even if Booker T ends up disappearing soon, and I know that was me. I'm a blogger. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like maybe I'll break some shit sometimes, but I'm a goddamn wrestling blogger. I don't know what the fuck.
You should really check it out at Wrestle Voice. You guys read some really interesting, thought-provoking articles weekly, daily.
Sorry.
Whatever, anything for
another thing. Thank you. Another thing you should check out is if you haven't, the Instagram account of Ash by Elegance, who might be the hottest human being on the planet. Gary?
Or as I refer to her, ass mile.
I mean, she's not even. She's everything. Like, good God, she is absolutely gorgeous. And like, whatever, we'll do it. Maybe we'll do a special on this. Like we were talking about WCW before we recorded. Maybe we might do like a WCW special because I never really spoke to Gary about WCW. And it's funny.
Oh yeah, I love this.
Gary, tell your quick story, please. Or do you want me to tell it? How you shoved your wife out of the way while she was having labor while you were watching Nitro?
Well, back in 97, my first born child was my son Gary, and I remember holding him on a WCW Nitro. I think it was like during the NWO era. I was really heavily into that, that wrestling promotion, like big time. Anything NWO. Like, I was driving my wife nuts with that shit back in the day. I do the Too Sweet stuff.
That is awesome.
I don't know, just, like, memories like that, like, you can't capture that now with the wrestling today. Like,
yeah, I think that's what we're talking about. Like, there's nothing. Yeah, it's like not.
Yeah.
I don't know the word. How must see. You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah.
Like I think a lot of it it's so watered down now. Like there's so many shows. There's like 19 hours of WWE TV a week.
I kind of felt like it was the male equivalent of a soap opera show for men. That's what I kind of felt like.
Oh yeah, a lot of people say that. When wrestling is good, I've heard that a lot. I've heard a lot of people say when wrestling is good, it's like a great soap opera for men. And I mean, I don't know why people get mad at that. Like
that's what the best way.
I hate when we get angry. It's fucking scripted entertainment. Like,
yeah.
Why is that a bad thing? We all know what it is. Like, why do we have to pretend? Like, no one's actually getting like. You know, I'm sorry. People get hurt and all that, but like, no one's winning because they're better than the other person. If that was true, Tessa Blanchard would have been champion a long goddamn time ago, which I'd like to quickly talk about because what are they doing with Tessa?
Oh Jesus! I don't know. I've lost all interest in her.
Yeah.
Character
thank you.
development.
Can you imagine? How can you get us to lose interest in Tessa Blanchard?
Yeah, I don't know if it's unless it's something like you said that they know she's gone.
Yeah, that's the only thing I could see that makes any sense.
Somebody said they would not be surprised to see her end up facing like a Charlotte Flair in WWE.
Yeah, that's the only thing that would make sense. I don't know what else could possibly make sense.
You know what I mean? The lineage between the two families,
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
I was trying to think like what else could possibly make sense, and I got nothing. So, okay.
Who wouldn't watch that shit, Charlotte Flair and Tessa Blanchard? You know what I mean? Like,
and she has the goddamn. I mean, she just has like that swagger. You know what I mean? She can walk right out the fucking WWE. What are they gonna do? Bore?
Yeah.
Oh no, WWE loves that shit.
I mean,
you know what I mean?
they got a lot of library of Arn Anderson and Tully Blanchard as a tag team in WWE, and they got the WCW library. It's a no-brainer, really.
Sorry. Just writing something that I should not be writing.
And we're not trying to make this about WWE tonight. Just a lot of kind of us working with NXT and kind of it's all under one umbrella at this point.
Yes. Sorry. I just wrote. Ready? TNA's Atomic Bomb Alex Red. That's a good one. Okay, sorry.
Don't confuse that with Adam Bomb from movies.
Did he die? I'm pretty sure he did.
Yeah,
which is sad.
Yeah, I really like one of my really good big men.
That's funny. I love that fucking gimmick. God damn.
No, I didn't.
I fucking love that gimmick. Okay, ready?
Yeah, you had to rip the shit out of me back.
Okay, sorry, I mentioned this before. Apologies. Great show, fellas, and happy birthday to me. Happy birthday, Eric Isaac. Big 53, you old bastard.
Oh, okay.
You are so old, you're like Gary's age. Am I right?
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yeah, that'd be my younger brother.
What do you... Oh, you're older.
I'll
Okay.
be 50,
oh, my God, you're old.
I'll be 50. I'm even older than Eric. So.
Oh, God. Okay, also... Oh, that was you bastard. Horror Drive-In. You son of a bitch. Katrina Waters this winter. I was like... I was going to say... Oh, shit. And then we got this Jackson lover who keeps talking about how nobody responds to any of my statements on Twitter. You know what's funny? There's this thing called on Twitter where no one can reply to your fucking tweets, and that's what I have mine on. You stupid fuck. If you knew how many views I was getting off you and your fucking pedophile pals. Oh my god. I can't wait to take Booker down. I really can't. I've been doing this on my couch, ruining people's lives in fucking Orlando. People in prison. People risking my life for certain things. You know what I mean? But that's what fucking journalists do. Mic drop. Sorry. Back to TNA.
Well, Booker T's just got that Legends deal, so he's fail safe no matter what he does.
I don't know. He's straight up lied. I'm telling you, he couldn't beat a Sean Sapp or Dave Meltzer story. Any of these guys, all they have to do is throw it out there. This dude, this fucking pedophile, we'd never hear from him again. If fucking Sapp and Meltzer just, really went on him like they did me, like Sean Sapp did to me. He treated me worse than Chasyn Rance. That's a real fucking story. But okay, sorry, TNA. Joe Hendry comes out. I love this, and then I hated it when I realized, holy shit, this is an awesome promo that he should have given right after he lost the fucking title. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. I see what you're saying. Where you're going.
He was so angry, and he was so like.
Yeah, he felt like he let the TNA fan base down as being the face of the promotion.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's great, and I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, me too.
But where was that?
Months late, guys. Months late.
Totally. It was. I don't know. I found it odd. I really found it like my first minute. I was like, "Oh, this is awesome. This is really cool." I'm like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Why didn't they do this fucking a month ago? Like he's been sitting like a goofball for a month.
And the problem I had with it though, at the end, was him saying he wants to bring back the World Championship to TNA, but it's like, does it matter now that you lost it?
Yeah.
It's like,
and do we trust you with it? Do we trust you with it if you get it back?
Yeah.
Like seriously, should we trust? Like, should we trust him as the face of TNA if he can't? He lost the title once. Who said he's not going to do it again? I'm not bashing the guy. I'm just being honest.
Yeah. Why are we going to be invested? You could fail in your attempt to do that too.
Yeah, totally.
I mean, expect you got a 33 and a 30% chance of winning.
Okay, sorry. So. I don't know where this came from. It was the weirdest thing for me. Like Hendry gives this awesome promo, and hang on, did we miss anyone? Sorry, let me check the comments really fast.
Yeah, so he did a really good.
He gave this awesome promo, and then it was like, I don't know, it was just like, what else? Like, or why now? Where was this last week, bro? Where was this the week before last week? Where was this fucking? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes people say that TNA taped things out of order too. I think maybe that might have been slightly the case here. I don't know.
Yeah, I can totally see if this podcast, if that thing was supposed to be on a different time. You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to pull up the goddamn community again because I thought we missed a thing. So I'm stalling. Apologies. Okay, here it is. J Dobbs. That was it. What the hell? Too much going on with my computer. Okay, here we go. J Dobbs. Ready? Here's an interesting one. We can both take this one because I didn't read this. Why is the wrestling audience has become so woke? Making a big thing about the Tessa Nothing Burger issue or the WWE biz with the Saudis, among many other things. That's a totally fair question, which I think you answered again on here, but...
Yeah, kind of wondering.
Go ahead, take it here.
Me?
First off,
I don't have it on.
I'm saying you can whatever you think about. Do you think it's obvious wrestling has gone crazy woke? I mean, we
yeah,
know TNA did.
I
At least for a while.
At
least for a while, sorry.
Yeah, I just think, like, I don't know, I think that's, like, the politics of wrestling. Like, I don't like knowing all the things behind the scenes that make people tick. And
oh, yeah, no, me too.
I mean, as long as they're not pedophiles and
thank you, exactly, yeah.
Of that nature, I really don't care as long as I don't know about it. You know what I mean? Like, if they get caught doing it, that's one thing. Yeah. But
I compared Booker to the Flash guy. That crazy fucking motherfucker.
Oh, okay.
The actor for the movie, you know.
Yeah.
He never got arrested. Did you know that? What the fuck's his name? The actor from the Flash guy. The crazy ass fucking white dude. Crazy ass motherfucker. Ezra Miller.
Oh, okay.
Ezra Miller. Like, everyone knows the crazy fucking shit this dude did. Like, just out of his fucking mind. Like, I think like I feel like he did a lot of illegal things, but he never did time.
Yeah.
He never did time. Okay, that's what I mean. He never did prison time.
Oh, okay.
Unlike Booker T, who did prison time when he was 18 years old. But I was comparing them like everyone fucking hates that dude. You know what I mean? Because they know he's a piece of shit. And that they actually carried it over to the movie. You know what I mean? Like, I know people said, like, I can't take this piece of shit seriously. You know, like, it wasn't that bad of a movie, but I fucking hate this guy, and I know what he does behind the scenes. And like you're saying, like, I don't think of it like that when it comes to most actors. But if you do something terrible like that, then yeah.
Yeah. And like, it's kind of funny you mentioned
the fucking Wolf Creek guy.
Oh, okay, yeah, I did hear something on that. But Booker T, I seen him in a recent horror film, and he was in prison in this one too. Like, it's kind of funny.
Oh, that's great. That's just great. That's just perfect. That is fantastic casting, and I might watch that movie, and we might just promote it next week for the amazing casting.
I want to look at his IMDb profile.
Oh, that's funny. I can't. I shunned him in life. He's dead to me at the moment. But yeah, perhaps later. So great promo. Loved it. Killer Kelly. Now this is the total opposite. I feel like this is happening too fast.
Oh, yeah.
She just came back, and now she's the number one contender, this week that match is? As in, today's Tuesday. Yeah. It's on Thursday.
Yeah, and then...
She just got there. What are we doing? What's the race?
Yeah, and then to me it doesn't... I don't know, they're making her come off as a heel in a way, too. And then with Ash winning this week's Battle Royal...
Yeah, So there's two number one contenders at the moment.
Yeah, that's.
And guess what? We're not going to spoil anything, but it gets even more confusing than this Thursday. So, but I mean, God, they have so many women. It's hard to complain about. But like, I don't know. I'm definitely not complaining about the women as much as the men. I will say that. Like, the only problem right now is they went from having like 4 women to like 20 women in like 2 weeks, and you can't book that correctly. You just can't. No one can do that. Yeah. That was my problem with Tony Khan. He would bring in people week after week, and I'd be like, dude, you got to give it like you know what I mean? Like, because the newer person kills off the latest newer person. You know what I mean? Unless you're Josh Alexander, for example, and nobody fucking cares about you, compared to Speedball, who is amazingly more over than Josh Alexander. Okay, go ahead.
Nobody's too fast, too, because it's like it feels like they're kind of rehauling the TNA brand and like making it more knockout friendly. Like
totally,
it's such a different environment versus like WWE and AEW, because AEW is like work rate friendly with matches that last an hour.
Yeah. Seriously, well, we don't do this enough because we're idiots. It's not like we're too into ourselves or anything, because we're totally not. Like, I always talk about what an idiot I am, whatever else. Gary's got his horror channel and all that. I'm always busy. I don't think to ask questions. Like, what do you all think about, like, does TNA have a buzz problem? I feel that's incredibly obvious that they do. I don't know what happened. When did it happen? Like, what went wrong exactly? I don't know the answer.
I honestly think their buzz problem problem has always been kind of a problem anyway, because, like, I don't know how many times, even under Dixie, she would say stay tuned, and it would always be underwhelming.
Oh, yeah, but they haven't been doing that, though. Like,
yeah.
What they did announce is they did announce a bunch of events for the rest of the year in, what's the word? Pretty weird places, is that fair to say? So after Long Island, they go to Kingston, Rhode Island. And then Baltimore, which is fine. Emergence, Baltimore, that's cool. I mean, I wouldn't say it's a huge place for wrestling. I don't remember many big shows in Baltimore, but maybe I'm wrong. And then Minneapolis, Minnesota. Okay. Perhaps I was wrong about this. And then Edmonton, Alberta. Sorry, my bad. I thought it was shitty. I thought it was those shitty places. It's really shitty when it's Kingston. No offense to anyone in Kingston, Rhode Island. I just never heard of you. And like me and Gary said last week, it's like Wayne's World. We're in Delaware. We're in Rhode Island.
It's so random, though, because they're like the geographical locations are so far apart.
Yeah. Here's a possibly interesting one. Emergence. Well, Kingston. Okay, well, we know, but Slim Rest doesn't. It's not really a picture. Kingston has Moose, Santana, Kazarian, the Hardys, Masha, Joe, and Tessa. Emergence. Santana, Moose, Masha, just making a ridiculous face. I swear to God, they can't keep her. Even the goddamn graphics. She has totally different hair. At Kingston, and then at fucking Emergence. Like, she's a character. That should look like a character. Fuck. Why is it so hard? You don't see Jeff Hardy showing up without makeup one day. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
You don't Moose... Fuck it, I'm going there. Fuck it, I'm going there. You don't see Moose showing up in whiteface one day.
Yeah.
You don't see Santana talking fucking... Oh, shit. Well, sorry. This could be breaking news. Not breaking. Remember I showed you the thing from Ortiz?
Oh, yeah, you did send me that over. You meant, like, the partner Ortiz, right? I didn't at first realize...
Yes, Ortiz as in Santana and Ortiz.
Okay.
He recently filmed something for this Johnny I Pro. Remember that Johnny I Pro guy? He was like, "Yo, we got some big news." It ended up being a stupid fucking interview on his YouTube channel. And and the people from TNA, what's his name? The referee that I don't like, Spencer. He put like the big eyeballs, and I'm like, "Fuck, they got a TV deal or something." And somebody else did like, "Wow, something huge."
I didn't know if you were going with the devious one, Gast and all. That's what I thought.
Oh, no. Yeah, I've given up on him. I've given up on trying to tell the world this man is evil. His face shows it. It's just a matter of time before Gastineau does something terrible. Sorry, I'm joking. I'm sure he's a nice guy, but fuck that face. Okay, go ahead.
This was a good episode.
There was a lot. Maybe too much going on, but I'd rather that than not enough. You know what I mean?
Because Leon Slater cut a very good one at the end of the show.
Yeah, like Hendry had a great promo. And again, listen, whatever. I think it was too late, but it was still a great fucking promo. That counts. You know what I mean? And then what? Killer Kelly. And again, even if I don't love it, Killer Kelly's hot as shit. I love having her back. Like, that's 2 for 2. So like.
And it's kind of weird to see the knockouts, a knockout champion challenge in a chain match.
Oh, I hate that. Oh, wait, I think that happened with somebody else. Unless it was WWE. I fucking hate. Yeah, it was Io Sky challenging Rhea Ripley. Why a champion should never challenge a fucking. You know what I mean? Why is a champion ever challenging anyone? That should be like a once-in-a-lifetime thing. You know what I mean? Like, fuck it. I'm going to challenge you. You know what I mean? Like,
you want to be the one that's being chased.
Exactly. You know? Like, it breaks the whole fucking thing, but whatever. So, yeah, I mean, again, I complained a little about Kelly, but goddamn, I love Kelly. I'm so happy she's okay after almost getting destroyed by her husband in one of the stupidest moves I've ever seen at Wrestling Revolver recently.
That we don't ever want to see her a part of again.
Funny thing, Wrestling Revolver's most recent show was a goddamn nightmare. Look it up on Cage Match or anywhere. I could not name anyone in the show. I don't know what the hell happened. But whatever. Zach Wentz with Trey Miguel versus Ryan Nemeth. I can't say it enough. I fucking love Ryan Nemeth. I'm a goddamn Ryan Nemeth mark. I'm going to buy a Ryan Nemeth t-shirt. And I'm sorry. I got to call you out, Christian Thompson. My friend. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, I didn't see this part. Okay, I'm sorry. I just saw the end. It was fine for a short match between two guys who will be in the ladder match in a few weeks. Wait, ladder match? Wait, ladder match? Oh, the commentators announced a 4-way ladder match for the tag title. How the fuck did I miss that?
Yeah, I must have missed
the Nevets against the Rascals versus the First Class versus the Hardys.
Oh,
Thank you, Thompson. Thank you, Thompson. Good guard, such a genius. That's an awesome. This is Thompson's words. That's an awesome match, but I hate how they just announced it without any excitement or promos. Thank you. Holy shit. I love when Thompson says what I say, but much smarter because they're an actual writer.
Yeah, I never luck out having TNA live events in my area because we're too far north. I don't think there's any money where.
How far is Slammiversary?
Huh?
How far is Slammiversary from you?
Probably a good 6-7 hours away.
All right. Well, you know what? Throw this out there right now. You people buy us tickets, we'll get there.
Yeah.
2 tickets. That's all we want. Me and Gary will figure it out, get there live, meet for the first time in our lives, and cover the show. All we ask is you motherfuckers pay for our tickets because I'm tired of paying for fucking everything when it comes to everything. Okay, back to the show. Really happy about this ladder match. Shit. I fucking love, you know me, I complain about ladder matches just randomly, how much I love them and they need more of them in life. And I think you pointed out, and other people, like, TNA doesn't have ladder matches. Like, and it was somebody said some weird reason on Twitter. I think it was one of the UK fucking guys that I don't like. We Took Impact, whatever the fuck. UK guys. They said, like, it was something like, I don't know what, they can't get, do you have any idea what I'm talking about? They can't get fucking ladders or something? Does that make any sense?
I don't know.
The venues are too small for ladders. That makes no fucking sense. But I read something.
I don't know if maybe they're afraid that it's going to wipe out the people in the front row because of the way they.
Okay, there you go. Okay, there you go.
I don't know.
That makes sense. That kind of makes sense. Okay. Gia Miller backstage with Trick. Hate it. Absolutely hate it. Just because we don't know this guy. It's so weird. He's still the champion. He just sat down with Gia Miller. I love Gia. Maybe I thought he wasn't speaking because I was staring so clearly at Gia and focusing on her. Did he actually speak during this segment, Trick Williams, Gary?
I don't know. She felt like...
Sorry, I was joking. I was just saying I was staring at Gia and I didn't actually hear Trick. But yeah. Like, I don't know, it was like, yeah, I'm ready. He's like, yeah, I'm ready. You know, he said Average Joe again, which is a great fucking name. He's totally average. He really is.
Yeah, I think he really does a good job of making it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like some of the words and things that he does.
It's just like, I don't know. Like, I don't know how you can make this guy feel like a TNA champion. Or maybe the point is Maybe the point is he's not supposed to. But either way, it doesn't feel right. And I know a lot of TNA fans hate it, and whatever we hate it, whatever else. Okay, well, Thompson didn't hate it. Simple stuff from Williams, who was much better in this setting than with a live mic. Totally agree about that. He can't. You cannot put him in the ring with a live mic, and fucking you can't at TNA especially. He'll get wutted and shit. Like people don't know this guy. Like, and that's on TNA for not introducing who your goddamn champion is, even though he's on the other side or whatever. Masha had a quick chat with Gia Miller and said this is great, and said her title match with Kelly would be a chain match. Ariana Grace walked by to say she had an exciting challenge for Masha soon. Doesn't that just give away the result next week? That was Christian's writing. Also, didn't Ariana Grace say she was done with TNA? Was that?
Oh, yeah.
And there's no way that was a storyline, because people on Instagram, like wrestlers, were like, you did a great job. Can't wait to see you back one day. You know what I mean? Like, this was like a goodbye for a while. And then she's at the next taping with fucking on multiple shows. Like, do they not know what they're doing, or what's the other option?
Attention detail kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like,
but again,
how do you report?
Again, I can't complain about Ariana Grace being on the show. So let me just shut up about that and take everything we just said in the last few minutes back. Okay, Knockouts Battle Royal. Jesus. They had 20 knockouts. They had 20 fucking knockouts. TNA Wrestling. No joke. They must have had 7 a month ago. I'm not seriously. A month ago. What did they have? 8 tops? 9?
Yeah, I've got Tessa Blanchard, Lei Ying Lee, Cassie Lee, Jessie McKay, Tasha Steeles, Ash by Elegance, Heather by Elegance, M by Elegance, Danny Luna, Jody Threat, Indy Hartwell, Zia Brookside, Harley Hudson, Katie Arquette, Rosemary, Jada Stone, Victoria Crawford, and Mila Grace, Mila Moore, and Edwards.
Okay, so Mila Moore is like a jobber. She's not signed. Katie Arquette's not signed. But, like, see, my problem is Jada Stone, I think we just signed. And I forget the other one. I don't see her.
Jada Stone?
Stone, and there wasn't it two girls that we just signed? Remember they came out after the show or something and they signed two girls?
Yeah.
Well, whatever. They were both signed, and I feel like, I don't know, like, the Inspiration just came back, you know what I mean? Yeah, Mila Grace. Yeah. Again, Mila and Indy, they're still new.
It was the product Elegance and Cassie Lee and Jessie McKay were eliminated immediately, so you knew they weren't going to be in either of them, or other than, later on, we know what happened with the Elegance brand.
Yeah, I just don't like, I feel like they're now going to push Harley and Mila back because of Cassie and the Inspiration, which I totally understand. It's the Inspiration. They're fucking WWE stars. And they're goddamn gorgeous, and I'm never going to complain about the Inspiration. I mean, I'm sorry. Right. I don't mean to sound like whatever. There's so many hot girls in TNA. Like, also, go watch Explosion today. Check out anyone. Go watch Explosion today. Harley's basically wrestling in a thong. Same as Rhea Ripley. Same as Stephanie Vacour. I asked on Twitter. I said on Twitter, I know nobody wants to play this game yet, but how over would these women be if they weren't showing their assholes?
And I know M by Elegance was wearing something pretty skimpy in that.
But again, I'm not complaining. But also, there's children watching. This is like, that's my big thing. We all became fans when we were children, you know? Yeah. And like, I don't know.
Somewhere Mickey James is probably throwing a
Oh, yeah, totally. Yeah. I know. We're not with Mickey. Let us just say that. But I'm kind of in the middle. Like, maybe it's gotten too far. Yeah. Like, maybe someone's whole ass shouldn't be out during a match. Like, it is very distracting.
I don't know. I've had that issue with a lot of the men wearing some of the Speedos. And
oh, totally, yeah.
What are you doing?
And then it kind of makes me think, like, how many people are watching this to watch men wrestle in their underwear? Yeah. And that's a whole other story that goes back to Chasyn Rance. But I'm done with that. So Ash by Elegance wins. Kind of shocking. Not shocking. I mean, listen, I love Ash. And if you didn't know this, she has 2 different world titles, I believe, at the moment. I know one. Women of Wrestling Australia, I believe it's called, something like that. Whatever it is. fucking Australia. I don't care. No, again, no offense, but she has 2 other titles. Like, she's legit. She's an awesome character. She's gorgeous. Yeah, she has a crazy amount of fans. Yeah.
I kind of like what they did with her here, too. She kind of won the crowd.
Oh, I totally missed that. Where was she?
You know, she was under, I think she was under the ring.
Okay. See, because I could have sworn she was fighting her way back. You know what I mean? Like, there was like the brawl. So how did she get from there to under the ring?
She was pushed, I believe, under the second rope.
Yeah.
And into the floor.
But then I could have sworn she started brawling, and then she ended up under the ring.
Then I heard Tom Hannafin said you have to go over the top rope, and I'm like, I could have sworn in TNA you did, if you're in the ladies division, if you just went through the ropes, even the second rope, you were eliminated.
Oh, totally.
Maybe it's a rule that they've implemented. I don't know.
I think it's different depending on all kinds of things. I mean, I thought it was over the top, and then, like, once you get over the top, you can get knocked. I don't know. Let us know. Yeah. All very predictive as Thompson. Predictable to the end, which I liked. I would have liked some of the younger talent. That's fair. No harm in that. Why not let Harley get to the Final Four? Totally agree. Ash versus Slamovich will be fine. Masha came out. Here we go. Masha came out afterwards to confront Ash. And then JC Jane, the NXT Women's Champion, stared down Slamovich. That makes 3 number 1 contenders.
Yeah.
And ready for this? I didn't even know this part. Thank you, Thompson. Ready for this? JC Jane is fighting Jordan Grace for the NXT Women's Championship at Evolution.
Oh, okay. But JC Jane...
And now, JC Jane Oh yeah, totally. Yeah, again, we're not complaining. Again, I'm not complaining about this either. But it's like, and wait, was she with her crew? I think she was, right?
No, I think she was alone.
Okay, yeah, she was alone, right? But I mean, that does mean probably more of her crew.
Yeah.
And her crew was pretty nice to look at. They recapped the return of Jake something and sorry, dozed off for a second. Who saved Tommy Dreamer from a beatdown and oh god, I'm not gonna get through this one. Tommy Dreamer and Jake something together. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do with this one. Steve Macklin walked by and wished him luck, even though.
We're gonna find the sound for whenever we mention Jake something.
Yeah. I mean, again, a big guy who could have been awesome, but he's been booked like shit for about 15 fucking straight years, so I can't take him seriously as a monster ever.
Yeah.
Because of TNA's booking. Sorry, no one else's. And now, if you want to make him a fucking monster, he has to go around on a killing spree. You got to treat him like Goldberg. And they're not going to do that. They'll never do that. And he doesn't deserve it.
Like, you got to have him jumping people back.
Totally. Like, have him say something like, you know what, I'm not here for the fucking title. You know?
Yeah.
Make him something new. Instead of, I'm here for the international title, which I'm not going to fucking win. Like, it's just boring. Everybody's so boring these days. Call to arms now. Here's someone who's not boring. Mustafa Ali.
Oh, okay, yeah.
This motherfucker might do anything at any moment.
Yeah, it was a good call to arms match, I believe it was referred to.
Yeah, pretty cool. Yeah. I like this whole, like a lot going on with this thing. And then, Cedric Alexander debuted. Debuted or returned?
Huh?
Debuted or returned?
He debuted finally, but I kind of like this dude, Stone Cold John Skyler.
Yeah, Skyler's great here, yeah.
You know, fucking, like, going off cuff and, like, yelling at Mustafa and shit. I kind of like this new Skyler show.
And again, Mustafa Ali, if you don't remember, I feel like he put Santana to that next level. Mustafa Ali. Mustafa Ali is now making John fucking Skyler.
Yeah.
Like, Jesus. Can we give this guy, like, all the props in the world? Good Lord. So, and again, terrible writing. And with bad writing. Like, they did the whole who is Tasha talking to last week. It ended up being Cedric Alexander. What the shit does that have to do with anything?
I guess something...
did we miss a week?
No, I guess Mustafa has some ties to Cedric.
Oh, I like that. Yeah, no, I do like that. Okay, but what is Tasha? Or was Tasha trying to get in touch with his whole old friend to calm him down? I guess that would make sense. But also, we shouldn't have to fucking write these stories ourselves. Tell us the stories on the goddamn television.
That's the part that don't make sense with why Tasha would have.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm trying. I think my story might make sense that she's, she loves Ali. She really looks out for Ali. So she tried to reach out to one of his old friends.
Oh well, yeah, that could make a lot of sense. Yeah, I didn't think.
But then, that didn't work out. So then, like, I don't even know what happened. I don't even know what happened here. It looked like they all broke up, but they didn't.
I do like how they took the good hands and made them the great hands. Now they might have made them the greatest hands.
Yeah. So now it looks like Cedric. So Ali left on his own after beating Skyler, and then tried to do some crazy shit, which brought out Alexander. Pretty sure I got that right. And then Ali walked off. So it was everyone together with Alexander at the end.
Oh yeah, that was when Ali grabbed Tasha by the hand and started pulling her out of the ring, and then Cedric her other arm, and they were like, no. I
could have sworn they were like together. Not sworn. I thought that was the whole story.
Yeah.
Like, why was she added? But like you said, they had like definite whatever it was, cruiserweight WWE. I think they were like maybe the two first cruiserweight champions or whatever it was. Highlights of Matt Cardona and the hometown man. We can skip through those. Go ahead.
I kind of like the way TNA is kind of being kind of cutting edge with this storyline though. It's like he has been abusing Tasha, throwing her around.
Oh, totally. Oh, yeah. No, that's what I mean. I feel like they're kind of the opposite of woke.
Yeah. Like, anymore.
I think Scott was, and these guys are like, fuck everything. Like, they don't give a shit about anything. Some things maybe they should, though. Like this Alex Red character who seemingly still works for them. And if not, you might want to reach out so I don't keep fucking saying he works for you when he fucking doesn't, you idiots. All right. Sorry. I hate it so much. I hate to say this, but the hometown man, it's like, I don't know. Is it growing on me? Could that be possible?
What's that?
The hometown man?
Oh, yeah.
I would rather him than Cardona. That's totally honest.
Well, and to be fair, Jay, I'd rather see him than Cody Deaner. And it's,
totally.
No,
Yeah.
it's Deaner.
Yeah, you're right. Once again, very simple but correct.
And
then the Hardys versus the Northern Armory versus Eric Young. Hardys win. I don't know. I liked it, but again, look at this. Thompson always putting this out. Great job. I mentioned this randomly how TNA just doesn't have great matches anymore on TV, and I'm not. I don't hate it because I feel like that's what the specials are for, and I think AEW totally overdoes it, and I think WWE overdoes it now. They have too many 20-minute fucking matches, but TNA goes so far the other way now,
Well, I think that's why they're putting asses in the seats, because I think the sports entertainment shit is.
Oh, totally, yeah.
Where it is.
Totally, yeah.
Where they should
be. It's a TikTok world. Nobody, these young people don't give a fuck. They are not going to sit through even a 5-minute match.
Well, I mean,
that's why WWE Speed does really well. 3 minutes.
I was just going to say that's the reason why I think AEW isn't working, because today's audience can't. They're ADHD or ADD. They can't sit through a.
No, you're not going to get younger people, and it's not exciting for older people like me. So whatever. Jeff Hardy called Leon Slater to join him after the match. I didn't like this. This was just weird. You know what I mean? This felt like an after the show kind of thing to do. They just put over Slater. It was just, I don't know. It felt weird. Yeah. And Slater, I just cannot understand what the F he's saying. Very similar to Becky Lynch half the time. It is what it is. And this I hated. Moose defeats 2 guys.
Oh, yeah.
Squashed them. So now I feel like Jake Painter can never be Sheen again on TV. You know what I mean? Or Shane Saber. Yeah. If you get dominated by one guy that didn't last 2 minutes, you should never be seen again. I just hate matches like that. Let him destroy one guy. You know what I mean? For fucking 20 minutes.
The only way you get a cool nod from anybody here is that you have the same last name as Zack Sabre. So.
Okay, we might have to hurry up. I think this thing has an hour recording system. Oh wait, no, that was the other thing. That was a half hour. Fuck it, we're good. Okay. Mike Santana, main event, shockingly good because AJ Francis was involved. Actually, no, I'm sorry. AJ's not bad in the ring. He's just god-awful when he does those fucking segments.
Well, we might want to mention he uses a Styles Clash. What really, I've seen one done before and be disastrous, where it looks like he actually did study this move, so I give him props to try.
Yeah, that's a big dude, though. That scares me. That's a big dude, though. That scares me, though. You could kill somebody with that if you do that wrong, you know what I mean? Yeah, especially if you're that big, you know what I mean? I'm sure AJ does it because he's not a big dude. But also, what the shit is that leading to? Is AJ Styles going to wrestle AJ Francis? Because I'll stop watching wrestling. If they use AJ Styles for one match, and it's AJ Francis... I don't know what I'll do. I might drive down to every wrestling promotion and I can't even say it on here.
I honestly think it is going to lead to a match between Kazarian and AJ Styles, though.
I mean, yeah. Again, remember, Kazarian, AJ Styles said that himself. I think he said he would return for one match if it was against his best friend, Kazarian.
Yeah.
But again, it was very fun. 16 minutes. A lot of back and forth stuff. A lot of fucking... outside the ring, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
All over the place. Just a fun brawl, fucking whatever, you know? Even Thompson gave it 3 3/4 stars.
What's that?
Even Thompson gave it 3 3/4 stars, and they're pretty much a stickler when it comes to... kind of a Meltzer when it comes to stars. No, just that match.
With AJ Francis and Santana?
Yeah. Highly entertaining street fight that had a personal feel to it. I totally agree. It worked as a stipulation. It worked as a stipulation. Fit the feud perfectly. Francis took some big bumps. Yep, Francis took some big... That's another thing we missed. Francis took some big bumps for a large guy, and in doing so, made Santana's victory look even better. Damn good. Sorry, I almost forgot this. Santana got on the mic afterwards. He said he sweated and he claws. He thanks the fans. and he said he wants the world title at Slammiversary to triple threat. And he said Santino needs to do the right thing after First Class screwed him out of the title on an. I'm sorry, this was I didn't know what he meant. I didn't know what he meant by. He said Santino, you owe me. And then Thompson added, after First Class screwed him out of the NXT title, on an NXT show a few weeks ago. So I forgot about that. Totally correct. So he was, remember that? He wrestled Trick, and he got fucked by First Class.
And then he said before he went off the air, he said he's on the new TNA standard in this this promotion.
I think he is, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Guess what?
He didn't. I feel like that was a knock on Josh Alexander.
Yeah, maybe even maybe even Hendry.
Yeah.
Or that might have been more of a story, like, you're not the fucking guy anymore, bro. I'm the fucking guy now. You tried.
Yeah,
you failed. I'm the guy.
Both stories would fit under that description, or the promo.
5.5 out of 10. Despite a great main event, it was an average show with 4 matches under 5 minutes. Yeah, that's just fucked. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, we've been complaining about the show being.
You gotta have like 2 10-minute matches. You know what I mean? Or at least, to be fair, this did have one great one. So again, I think Thompson's a little harsh on your final rating again, bro.
I do think this show had a lot better flow to it than past weeks. I don't know what I would give it out of 10.
I swear I was bored last week, and I think the week before. This show I was not bored. There was a lot going. Like, it was like nonstop, and there was not really a minute to breathe. And there's a lot of things they could have explained better, but it was much more entertaining than.
And I can have one small, huge complaint, in a sense, about the opening theme to the song. For the Cross the Line.
Yeah.
Fix the audio on that theme. You got to make it crystal.
Oh, totally. Yeah.
The sound effects are over the theme song. And it's just like, wow, it just feels like really unprofessional for a third-ranked wrestling company. Like, you want to make that shit pop on TV. And I don't, no pun intended with being popular on TV, but like somebody mentioned that it's very, I don't know, like the audio is like uneven in it. Like sometimes it's hard to make out the words to the song, and you want to get all the words to your theme song. And you want to make it catchy, like to the new viewer or whatever.
Yep. Well, you know better than me. You know that kind of whatever it is. I was gonna say nerd talk, but that would have been mean.
Yeah, definitely. It's definitely a very nerdish thing to notice, but I don't know, just something about it, like, it's been very choppy, and I don't know, it just doesn't sound very clean when it comes across on my screen. I don't know if anybody else is having that problem when it kicks off the show with the theme every week. It's very, it's like they're more enthused about the sound effects in the background than the theme song. Like, I don't know, like, years ago when they used Cross the Line, it was like, you could hear it, like, beginning to end,
Yeah.
Set up the stage for a really cool pyro or whatever. No, we don't even do that shit to kick off a show.
Yep. And after watching WWE, it's kind of sad. Those motherfuckers got ridiculous pyro. It's just out of control.
Yeah.
Sorry, I wanted to read one more thing from, where was it? Something about Tessa. Okay, ready? The Knockouts have gone from hardly having any challenges to 20 women in a battle royal and 2 number 1 contenders. So, thank you. I don't read these before.
I don't know.
We don't read these before we do these, which I love because I go along with them to remember what Tom's setting up to go along with the fucking show, whatever. So I just love how many times we just say the same exact shit almost. Creative not knowing. Okay, ready? It looks like they've gone from having no one and creative not knowing what to do to having lots of talent and creative still not knowing what to do. Fucking nailed it.
You know what?
Fucking nailed it. Tessa Blanchard is easily the best woman on the roster and should be in the KO's title match. But it looks like they're going Indy versus Tessa, which should be a great match. Yeah, I mean, I can't again. Totally. Read their TJRWrestling.net. Fantastic.
Like a lot of singles women in competition. I don't know why we don't just ditch the Knockouts tag team title and just introduce a women's intercontinental title.
Yeah, I'll never understand it.
Something never like that. You have a crop of women that could vow for the Intercontinental title on TNA. You know what I mean? Like, it'd be a little bit like, you don't need to take up all the women fan base or the women on the roster in a tag team and like just throw makeshift tag teams together like we've done in the
past. Yep. Sorry, I was writing something which I shouldn't be doing. Okay, and that's it for the show. Slammiversary, Trick versus Hendry versus. Well, we don't know. Right. I think. Oh no, sorry. I'm sorry. They announced it after the show, right? Trick versus Williams versus.
Oh yeah, it's a triple.
Sorry, I was reading. Thompson didn't update this, sorry. Or Thompson's person, editor. Moose versus Slater. Slater definitely fucking wins. I'm going to say Santana wins. And then the ladder match. I don't know.
Yeah.
If the Hardys are leaving, they're definitely not going to win there, so.
Yeah, that's coming up.
Oh, I'm sorry. The Hardys won. It's a spoiler. Here you go. Sorry, fans. Sorry, fans. I spoiled it, because guess what? They're on every promotional graphic for the rest of the year. So.
Yeah, Slammiversary is about 3 weeks out. So.
And they announced it already, didn't they?
What's that?
Shit, did I just spoil something? Did they announce that?
I don't know.
Did they announce that? Sorry, did they announce that if they lose, they're leaving? It's like it's going to be... All right, whatever. Sorry for the spoiler. It happens this week, doesn't it?
I want to say...
It's a retirement match. Yeah. It's a retirement match. So, yeah. And that's
really
it. Sorry, go ahead.
It just shouldn't come to no surprise because we knew the Hardys were... Their contracts or whatever extended contract, whatever they have with TNA was supposed to last through the fall. So,
but again, it's got them through... What is this?
Yeah.
September 27th. Oh, that's the fall. Whatever, Gary. Don't make me look stupid in front of my friends and listeners.
I don't know news out there, that's for sure. No real buzz like we mentioned.
This is just want to leave this for Sad Alex right now. Go out with this, one of my old faves. I'm Seeing Red by Unwritten Law.
Oh, isn't that band that does things on I See Red?
Seeing Red.
Metal. Huh?
I missed the beginning, damn it. Hang on. This is Alex. I'm going to make a thought for it.
Oh, there is a song I see.
It's so fitting. I don't think you'll have to see my face again. Sorry, I really enjoy people. Sorry, I really enjoy laughing at people who called me out and then fucked with my family, knowing I won. Okay, go ahead. Gary's probably got some stupid ass new video he's gonna plug now. Sorry, that was.
Oh no, I'm just gonna say there is a song I See Red by a metal power ballad. I don't know, it's something to do with the lead singer's.
Well, I guess you don't know, but I'm a little too lame for that kind of stuff. I prefer soft rock, or whatever the hell Unwritten Law is.
Richie Sambora of Bon Jovi slept with a dude's girlfriend or something, and there's a song I can't.
That's cool.
Out there, that's a metal.
I love those stories.
Maybe what the hell was that? What guy used to be on our Facebook group? I don't know if he's still around or not.
Doubt it.
Oh. Yeah, I don't
sliced that group down to 20 members.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, maybe he ain't around no more, but he'd know.
Quick movie things. Megan 2 actually came out. I don't know if they just forgot to advertise this fucking thing. Megan 1, the first Megan had remember how great it was advertised?
Oh, yeah. Might want to mention tonight to skip the hell out of the latest 28 years later. It was too much.
Shit, also happy Canada Day.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't really
28 years later. So you watched the whole thing?
Yeah, it was all right at first, and then...
I'm sorry. Don't forget we're talking to some wrestling fans, and some of them are creepy. So maybe mention the... Go ahead.
Oh, no, just think it's really weird and almost like trying to get.
What was the weirdest part you mentioned before?
Oh, on that movie?
They had penises. They had.
Yeah, they literally. That just like the camera guy just panned on the penises.
What are we doing? What are we doing, world?
This
What
is
happened
a zombie show.
And you know what you can't show anymore? Tits.
Yeah. Although
God forbid. Thank God for these fucking girls on OnlyFans and everything.
Yeah, it definitely was very cringy to watch. You know, like just like a lot of turn your head moments for me. But
I feel bad for you.
Well,
thank you for getting me to totally not even consider one. Was there anybody in it from the other movies? No, right? They couldn't have been because they all died.
Well, there was a well-known actor now, Ray Fiennes, or was his name Ralph Fiennes? Ray Fiennes, I think.
I mean, going by the timeline, can anyone be? Was it? What was this? 28 years later?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know if they're.
Shouldn't everyone be dead after 28 days? No.
Well, and the sad thing is, they hinted at more movies and stuff, and it's like.
Okay, wait a minute. Am I an idiot? Was this a remake, or is this a part whatever?
I think it's listed as a part 3 in a way.
Okay, so it was 28 days, then 28 weeks, and now 28 years.
But at least the first two, I don't know, it just kind of felt like.
I thought the first one was amazing.
I
thought the first one was amazing.
Yeah, that's what I mean. And it's not, to me, it's not even on that level. It's like, you know how like the first Mad
the first
Max
one looked like so, what was the word? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Poorly shot. I was gonna say poorly shot, but it was probably like done that for a reason. You know what I mean? Like gritty.
It felt like a Mad Max film with zombies and like I don't know. Just it wasn't. Like,
I'm afraid that's what the next Aliens movie is gonna be. If they fucking nailed, I'm sorry, not Aliens, Predator. If they fucking nailed Prey, I mean, what? You couldn't just keep that going, you fucking idiots? Was that movie too good? Was it received too good? A female star, which everyone wants in life. This one actually did a good job.
And I mean, I know it's a very big idea, but why not think about going back to the dinosaur era with
somebody thinks you know
what I mean? Like, can you imagine ripping a T-Rex in half?
I don't know if you saw the trailer, but I swear to God, I feel like they took. I feel like they chose the stupidest goddamn thing. What's the next thing they're doing? Is it a TV show or a movie?
Who's that? The Predator?
It's Predator or something, whatever. It just looks like a fucking. Again, it looks like a Mad Max kind of fucking Predator fight movie.
They just did an anthology animated film, Killer of Killers. That was pretty good. It had like 3 separate stories of these 3 kind of like.
I just get super mad when you fuck up something so easy like Megan 2 and then this and like, god damn. Just do what you did the first time. There was so many jokes in, what was it, 39 Jump Street, whatever it was, the second one. There were like so many jokes like, do what you did last time. That's really all the movie did, and it was still hysterical because, like, you know what I mean? That's...
I don't know how you can mess formula so much.
Similar to what TNA is doing lately. Similar to what TNA is doing lately. Shitloads of talent. What are they doing? The only structure you can find is on WrestleVoice when I do my TNA Power Rankings, which I did a few days ago.
I kind of feel like you, Jay, when you say, like, the world is passing us by and, like, nothing's for us anymore. That's kind of the way I feel with everything.
I mean, my only problem with that is we're old, but so is, like, every fucking wrestling person that does what we do. Because young people don't do it because they don't fucking watch it. Like, you know what I mean? They're not gonna do it. They couldn't do an hour fucking podcast.
Yeah.
They'd kill themselves.
Yeah, they're too worried about
staring at a phone all the fucking time, whatever else. But I'm not blaming them. It's just like you said, life changed, and I think wrestling has to fucking change with it, or it's eventually gonna die and just be old WWE.
Yeah, it has to evolve.
Exactly. Speaking of evolve, there's a new episode tonight. Sorry, it just happens to be. What is this week? Do we know what's this week for? Yep, hang on.
Yep.
Hang on.
Show.
I got a spoiler-free preview. Ready? Masha versus Kelly. Chain match. Inspiration versus Tessa and Victoria Crawford. That's interesting.
We might have. And she just had her birthday too. So happy birthday,
nice
Victoria.
Nick Nemeth versus Trey Miguel. And again, too many fucking matches. Jake Something versus Mance Warner. Matt Cardona versus Eddie Edwards. And then this sounds awesome. The King's Speech with Kazarian. Fuck yeah. I don't even know what that is. That just sounds amazing.
It's getting a very good. It's getting very much a lot of praise too with the graphic they made for Kaz.
Oh, really? Okay.
I don't know.
I used it.
It's really well done.
Yeah, I used it for the thing this week. My preview. I just fucking loved it. It's so nice looking.
Oh, okay. Well,
and it's Kazarian getting a goddamn. You know what I mean? Getting a thing like I feel like you should have gotten for how long? So that's really cool.
I honestly think it would have been better to just put the title on him after.
Totally agree. This dude told AEW to suck my ass. I want to go wrestle. You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah.
And maybe I don't know. Maybe it is the final goal. You know, who knows? You know what I mean? Like maybe he'll end up with. Maybe I just wish he kept that cash-in thing. Like imagine like this is all going on. You know what I mean? Like all these, like these two assholes are fighting. I don't mean to call them assholes, but those two guys are fighting for what's his name. And you know what I mean? He just pops in at the end and steals it. Like that would have been just the ultimate heel move. He would have been the biggest dick. Yeah, that would have been a way
to maybe extend from Santana getting it on the upcoming one, and then like had him just swoop in there.
Yep.
And just
totally agree.
Steal that moment.
Totally agree. And that's about it for
maybe
this
with
week.
The help of Fallen Gold or Scorpio Sky or something. You know what I mean?
Say the Fallen Angel?
Yeah.
Oh God! Don't even say things like that to just make. Why even throw that out there? That's just to make me sad to even think about. Oh God, I love him so much. I wish. I mean, Scorpio Sky, maybe, because that dude has been. He mentioned he's okay. He was like, I'm alive. I'm alive, everyone. Tony's just not using me. I'm fine. I'm fine. Yeah. Oh, what was that? Shit, what was that? With the fucking... I'm alive. I'm just badly burnt. Austin Powers. When the guy fucking... Will Ferrell goes down the fucking hole. All right, we got to finish. We're rambling. Going in on an hour and 20 minutes. Check out Gary's... what the fuck is it called these days? Tripped.
The Horror Drive-In.
The Horror Drive-In.
Horror Drive-In.
Okay, not bad. I guess I can deal with that. All right. Anything else? Nope. We will see you next time.
Yeah,
I guess.
For the July 3rd episode, the day before this 4th of July.
Okie doke. See you soon. Be back. Sorry I'm so stoned today. Really celebrating a big victory. Catch you next time.